FF News' coverage of Fintech Talents here at the brewery in central London by the beautiful Barbican. And joining me here today, I have Susan from SAP Fioneer. Susan, how are you doing?
Great. Thanks, Doug. Thanks for asking. It's a great day. It's a great time, day 2 of our festival. Having a great time meeting great people.
It's absolutely great fun, and there's no better place to be at Fintech Talents than behind the bar. And with that in mind, but before we get into the drinks, Susan, could you tell our viewers a bit more about yourself, your role at SAP Fioneer, and Fioneer too?
For sure. So I'm Susan Loftus. I'm the head of services for SAP Fioneer, and we think about services, we think about consulting, advisory, safeguarding, working with our customers who are deploying our software. I joined SAP in September of last year when we first started the SAP Fioneer company, which is a spin-off from SAP, and we're focusing on insurance, banking, and finance solutions, working with both banks and insurance companies.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, I'm really excited to get some of your insights, or at least perspectives, on that wide umbrella of services. So thank you so much for joining in.
Sure.
And also we have Francesco from Spin and Shake, who's going to be teaching us about today's drink today. Francesco, could you let us know what we're going to be making?
Of course. Right, so today we get an old classic drink that someone actually also wrote a song about it. So guess what? Today we're going to be making and drinking, of course, pina coladas.
Oh,
so
delicious. Nice.
We're starting off with just an easy setup, so we're going to be pouring it at the end of it into our glass, but first we're going to be making it into our tin. We're starting off with about 25 mils of our coconut syrup. So if you like to get the coconut syrup here, we're going to then fill up the small side of the jigger all the way to the top, and then we're going to pour into our tin.
And then we dump it in, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
That's perfect. Nice.
Okay.
Good. And then we're going to literally get the same amount of our lime juice, which is this bottle right here. So once again, all the way to the top.
Now, Susan, have you had a normal pina colada before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so you kind of know what we're working
I kind of know.
Nice.
I'm feeling very tropical at the moment.
I mean, you can't feel any more tropical than right outside a rainy London day.
Yes, for sure.
Right? Oh my
we
goodness.
could use the tropical feel today.
We've certainly been caught in the rain today, but with that in mind, I want to find out a bit more about SAP Fioneer.
Sure.
You talked about services, you talked about this really wide umbrella of what SAP Fioneer can provide, but let's focus in on that services angle. So with that, we're seeing banking as a service really become its own thing. Could you tell us a bit more about the thinking behind SAP Fioneer and how you guys look at services different to maybe other banking as a service providers?
Yeah, so from a services perspective, we have a philosophy around really making sure we're working with our customers to deliver this software faster, on a more agile basis, so that customers can get their return on investment faster. So in the old days, transformation could take 5-6 years. Now we want it to take 5-6 months.
You'd get it wrong after those 5-6 years too sometimes.
It's a lot of sunk money for not the big payoff.
Yeah, incredible. Well, with that in mind, let's see how this drink's going to transform, because currently we've just got a bit of coconut in there. Francesco, could you lead the way, please?
Of course. So now, of course, we want to add some juice. Hopefully we're not going to take about 5-6 years to make that. It's going to be way faster. So now we're going to get our pineapple juice, and we're going to pour in about 100 mils. So we're going to do twice the big size.
Is it the other one? I can't tell my juices apart. It's probably the first step you need to become a good bartender. Thank you, Francesco. And was it 2?
You want to do, 2 of the big side.
Of the big side, okay, right. I'll try and compensate for how little I've done in the first one.
Oh, look at you with the fancy.
Oh, I've been here
for
done. 2 days after bartending. Yeah. I can't free pour yet.
If you want, I'll teach you that off camera.
Yeah, please. Now, we've looked at, we've talked about banking as a service and how that ecosystem is developing and the transformation speed is changing. But how does SAP Fioneer do that? Obviously, you guys have spun out of SAP. You guys are now laser focused into finance.
Yes.
What does that mean? Now that we're talking about transformation in 4 months, can you tell us about SAP Fioneer, how you guys actually do that?
Yeah, so that's a great question, Doug, because the way we start with, we already have a built-for-purpose platform in terms of the ready-to-use solutions. And so what we do is that we use that as our baseline, and then around that, we actually have the ability to be super agile, very flexible, and develop solutions with our customers in mind. Talking to customers, understand what they need, and then it's the power of 2, the power of the platform and the power of our creativity and our innovation.
Absolutely amazing. All right, well, let's see how we're going to innovate on this drink.
Okay.
Of course, I mean, we're going to have to ice up both our tin and our glass. So
Okay, we're icing up.
Here, yes. With our ice cube all the way to the top. To ice up our glass too.
The glass, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And now you're ready to shake?
We're ready to shake.
That's right. So here,
I'd probably lose track of that and then it would go straight
No,
in my hands.
hopefully not. So now, yes.
Okay, right.
Basically, what we want to do, we want to keep a hand to the top,
Yes.
one at the bottom, and just shake as
it.
hard as
Okay.
you can.
Got it.
Okay, right.
Just like that, yes.
Good?
That's nice, yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Then now we're
Okay.
going to open it, just like this.
Okay, Susan, want to try mine?
Up. So what we got to do?
I think you just tap it, don't whack it. Yeah, there we go.
good.
There we
Nice.
go.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right. And yeah, so Susan, let's talk about that change. We're here today at Fintech Talents. SAP Fioneer obviously had a huge amount of talent from its original organization and has managed to cherry pick the best. But what's it like at Fintech Talents here today? What's it like being that kind of service as a provider platform and really intermingling with all the different types of organizations here rather than just one subsection?
Look, it's been a fantastic event. We've made some really great connections. We've been on some of the panels in terms of talking about where we see the market going. How do you scale in these times of uncertainty? So it's been terrific, meeting new customers, meeting people who do very unique, specific areas of focus.
Yeah.
It's been terrific because it really is an ecosystem at the end of the day.
Right, and I think SAP Fioneer really kind of creates that ecosystem too on your end, right?
Indeed.
How do you do that? Is it a system where you can connect partners together through your platform?
Absolutely, it's an open platform. We can connect and integrate with a number of capabilities and solutions, and that's really important for our customers so that they have that flexibility and that they don't have to necessarily always redo what they have on their own platforms.
Absolutely amazing. All right, brilliant. Well, Francesco, how do we finish this drink up?
Right, so we literally have just 2 steps left. So first of all, of course, we want to strain our drink completely all into our glass. All of it. So that looks really, really good.
Awesome.
And then of course we want to garnish it with some pineapple wedges. Yeah.
Okay.
And then of course the cherry on
Oh,
top.
look at that. Thank you.
Okay, here you go. You got it?
I've got a spare set.
And then of course the cherry on top. You can't miss that.
Love the cherry on top.
Oh, yes,
That
please.
cherry on top.
Thank you. Look at that. Wow.
Beautiful.
Incredible. Well, I think with that, we've got a cheers.
Cheers.
Susan, it's been an
Cheers.
absolute pleasure.
Yes, thank you very much.
And
Good
cheers,
to see you.
Francesco.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
every time. That is great.
stuff.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much, guys. And also a big thank you to you, our viewers. You can catch the rest of the series and the drinks with a lot more content over at ffnews.com. And of course, YouTube, but especially LinkedIn, where I'm sure you'll see all 3 of us in the comments. Have a lovely rest of your day, and goodbye.
And cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.